So my legs. Link. What was the last thing? Sorry. Just so I can.
Oh yeah, Pinterest.
I can only copy it off here.
Let's make image. Happy Bridge Baby. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So you should be able to see.
So should be the link to that.
Oh yeah, Brianna's already sent it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using That's the best angle I can get. The best I'm going to get. That's the only PowerPoint. So we got. That's all I'm doing.
It's not free.
No.
It's not buying.
Correct.
These days would help a bit better.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I was really worried about the sound of the how loud it would be. So because we're in this space, but isn't it just beautiful? Really, really pretty. So unfortunately, we've got a bit of rain today, but we've got this beautiful venue, gorgeous people. She's bad news. This one. Watch her. All right, my name's Jenny Wood. I'm just going to give you a few little housekeeping items before we get started today. So after the ceremony, we will endeavour to have a group photo. So when we do finish and everybody does move out of the marquee, you will find a spot for a group photo. So don't wander too far. Make sure you are staying close and you do not want to miss out on that photo. Please be seated for the reception in the barn by 6 p.m. There will be MCs that will help and remind you where you need to be at any particular time. So when we do, just before we start the ceremony, we're going to give you a 1-minute photo opportunity. So when the bride and groom and the bridal party are all at the front, get your cameras ready. And then after that minute, then you'll be putting your phones away. But please do not post anything on social media until the bridal party have a chance to do so. Be aware that we do have a videographer, photographer, there's a live stream, and after the fact, you will not miss a thing. But please be conscious of those people that are in the room and that they are moving about the room to get the absolute best shots. So most important, at the end of the ceremony, when they are walking back down the aisle, I will get you to stand, but please stay where you are in your seated area. Make sure you get those bubbles out and make sure you get them all over the bridal couple as they walk down. And if you haven't got any bubbles, there's more in the basket at the front. So does anybody want some more bubbles? Oh, we've got a minute. The more, the better. So try to get as many bubbles into the aisle as you possibly can. And then they will be walking back down the aisle. And then you can go and congratulate them once they reach the back of the room. All right. We will not be long and we'll get started.
Or not. Give it to the kids.
That was Mary, that was Jen. Anyone down there? Everyone load it up? Load it up with the bubbles up.
Last minute guest coming from the park.
There's a couple of seats down here if you would like to sit down. So there's a few over here. You can come around the front.
No, we might embarrass you with them, Stella's waiting.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now's the time to take as many photos as you can. You're 1 minute. Jump out of your seat if you need to. Wow, look at that. How are we? Good?
Great.
Excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to celebrate as two lovebirds take flight. My name is Jennifer Wood, and I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Welcome, family, friends, and loved ones. Thank you for joining us on this special day as we celebrate the union of these two gorgeous people in this stunning location. Well, we would like the sun to be shining bright. Unfortunately, there is no sun today, but there is definitely still love in the air. We couldn't be more thrilled to have you here to share this magical moment. Let us also take the time to appreciate this beautiful and unique venue and the love that brings us together. We hope you enjoy today and this evening and create memories that will last a lifetime. Your presence has made this day even more special for Brianna and Steven. You are the people who are the most important to them. Their family, childhood friends, high school friends, former and current work friends, all from near and far. You are here because you have played an enormous part in who they have become. You are privileged to share in this commitment they make to one another, offer your love and support, and to allow them to start their married life together. As we celebrate this special occasion, let us remember those near and dear who couldn't be with us today. It is never easy when loved ones can't be with us for life's important milestones, especially when it comes to the wonderful people who have made such a big impact on our lives. Though they may be gone, their love and memories will live on forever. You might have noticed we've got 2 VIP seats at the front. These are reserved for Steven's parents, John and Margaret, and Brianna's Auntie Bev. Even though they are not with us anymore, their love and spirit are right here and raising a glass on this special day for Brianna and Steven. In the words of Maya Angelou, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Meeting that person who makes you feel complete is one of those moments. This feeling can change your life forever. Let you see the world in a different way. It's that person who you share a friendship so remarkable You can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. For Brianna and Steven, this happened way back, 2018, when they became best friends. Bubbling under the surface, however, were some much stronger feelings that took another 3 years to hit the surface, but more on that later. Fast forward to today, they are standing here before you all, ready to write the next exciting chapter of their love story. And I have the absolute privilege to bring them together as husband and wife, in front of the most important people in their life. And it is so important to keep significant connections and experience these events with them, those who have been a big part of who they have become. So Brianna and Steven are no exception. So these beautiful people standing beside them today reflect the love for their family and long-term friendships that they have preserved throughout their life. Starting with Tessa, Brianna's sister, best friend, confidant, workout buddy, and someone she cannot live without. Next up is Gemma, who crossed paths with Brianna back in their university days. They connected instantly and have been thick as thieves ever since, conquering life's roller coaster together despite living miles apart. And then Tiff, who Brianna stole from an ex-boyfriend's friendship group and kept her for herself. They have spent every hottest 100 and birthday celebration together since 2020. On Steven's side, there's Liz, aka Mole. His long-time close friend, confidant, and ride-or-die homie. She's also someone I hold dear as a friend and past colleague, and she is batshit crazy. Then there's Andre, Steven's best friend since primary school, who became a business partner and now a full-time housemate and live-in dog sitter. And finally, Nick, aka Bacon, a friend from day one of high school and an absolute rock in his life, always there when needed. Thank you all for being here today. Don't they look amazing? Yes, they do. Brianna and Steven, before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Marriage is also the ultimate adventure, packed with ups and downs, twists and turns, and for these two, it is an adventure like no other. Marriage needs dedication and commitment, listening, supporting, and believing in each other. But you can't forget the important part, and that's laughing together, learning to appreciate the differences in each other, and making every day count. In getting to know Brianna and Steven, it was clear to me that the two of them are a perfect union. They complement each other so well. As individuals, they are wonderful, excuse me, but together they are even better. So let's go back to where this love story began. So it was an innocent meeting in April 2018 where Brianna was a patron in Steven's venue for a dress-up Harry Potter trivia night. So in Brianna's words, she sat down at their table, tall, handsome man in a flannel comes over to say hello. Well, it was Steven. Now in Steven's words, Brianna had a bit of a tough girl persona that he could see right through. He was then determined to break down her front and make her become more than just a regular patron, to be closer as a friend. Then finally, in 2021, they could no longer pretend there was not more to their friendship. Steven had been through a lot. His dad had not long passed away. The world had been turned upside down with COVID, and it was time to take the leap. They flirted a little, they spent more time together, and they realised their feelings were so strong it could no longer be denied. They should be together. Their first date could be defined as one of the many times they worked together, but not officially an item. They did, however, go on a sort of accidental date to Mad Mex and then Christmas shopping. Brianna was quite offended that everyone assumed that they were a couple. And then there was Stella the dog. Stella's here somewhere. When they went on their walking dates, their long drives, long conversations, but their first real date was to a pizza place. Brianna doesn't recall a lot of it because she talked the entire time about anything and everything. When it comes to relationships, there is so much to navigate, not knowing what the other person is thinking, who is going to make the first move, where it will go. Theirs was no different. Their friendship had developed into much more, and it was clear to most, and maybe just not them yet, that they were meant to be together. One night when they met in Brianna's doorway after Steven finished work, they shared their first kiss. Steven in his work clothes, Brianna in her hoodie. The first gift Brianna bought, did we document the photo or anything? No. The first gift Brianna bought for Steven was a pair of Peter Alexander cactus pajama shorts. She'd found out that his dad used to call him Prickles, so it seemed appropriate. Steven brought Brianna a Harry Potter golden snitch mobile phone ring stand. Now, if you don't know what a golden snitch is, perhaps I'll need to fill you in later on. But it did come with a note that explained the significance to them that she was rare and hard to catch. Oh. Then later, their first trip together was to Apollo Bay. Brianna wanted to see the redwoods, so they turned it into a weekend away. It was one to remember. They dressed up, went out for dinner, visited the Otway Fly, and conquered their fear of heights for some spectacular scenery and photos. But most importantly, they just laughed the entire weekend. Of course, they did get to explore the redwoods as well, which is just spectacular. In the time that has gone by since they first met, in 2018 as friends, life has taken them through a lot of ups and downs. They have faced challenges both together and apart, but never far from their minds is where they began as friends and the love that they have for each other. Falling in love looks different for everyone, but when you know, you know. For Brianna, it was when she realised within a few weeks of their first kiss that all the little things added up to her knowing she was in love. Steven also had a fair idea he was in love after their first kiss, but it was a lot earlier during one of the last conversations he had with Nico that confirmed it for him. In his immortal words of wisdom, Nico said she was the one for him. These guys are a perfect match. Together, they love going to gigs, the football, movies, out for breakfast, and walking their fur baby Stella. But they have also mastered working together. So they are joined at the hip 24/7, just the way they like it. So asking Brianna to marry him is a natural step for Steven. He had loved her for so long, he knew she was the one for him. He planned it for 5 months, taking to a fancy hotel in Melbourne for the weekend to celebrate their birthdays. After going to the Rocky Horror Show and a few drinks, Brianna decided she needs some food. So off they went to find something to eat, which entirely ruined his plans. When he eventually managed to get his very well prepared speech out, her response was, "About bloody time." When preparing for their wedding, I asked Brianna and Steven to reflect on their relationship. What it is they love about each other, what are their annoying or endearing habits. Now, they haven't heard this. They wrote it about each other. Brianna said, Steven snores like a train. On the odd occasion that he has been drinking. He needs the TV on to fall asleep. He has a deep inability to say no in fear of letting her down, but then can't follow through with what said he's going to do. She also said he always looks more put together than she does. He's an incredible wordsmith, as we all know, and very cultured, so she feels like she looks very dumb in comparison. He works incredibly hard and never gives up, even when it looks like there is no path ahead. He will fight to create a path and keep it going. He puts 100% into everything he does, every job he does, no matter how big or small. This makes her incredibly proud of him every single day. He's incredibly loyal and caring and will do anything for his friends. She said he is funny, a smart ass, a brilliant cook, a witty wordsmith, and the only man she would want to grow old with. She has never felt more safe, more seen, or more loved than she has with Steven. He gives her the freedom to be herself, 100%. Steven said, Brianna has too many endearing habits to mention. However, he clearly loves her insanely to put up with a lot of what she does or doesn't do. For example, she leaves the corners of plastic packages, ring pulls, foil seals from bottles, etc., always left on the bench. That's how you know Brianna's been there. She's generally a grub, and he feels like the nagging house husband already. She is habitually a hobo. She does her best to look like a homeless person, but still manages to look good doing so. It's so weird that when she puts in 50% effort, she's out of this world, let alone when she puts in 100% effort. He said she's the biggest pain in the ass he's ever encountered. But seriously, there is just a point in life when you've crossed paths with enough people. They've come and gone, even returned or disappeared for good. But Brianna was someone that he just had something that he knew, even before they were together, would keep them together. While she is riddled with what some may call afflictions, she uses them to her advantage and even as a superpower to help others who may be struggling. She pretty much saved his life, helped him through some of the hardest challenges he has ever endured, and helps him cope through life at its most challenging. She is forever his hype girl, always backing him 100% and believes he gets things right first time. Most of the time, there are so many times he can be told, there are only so many times he can be told, that's perfect, babe, before he doesn't believe it anymore. He said she just says way too many nice things about him, making him feel like he's part of the Steven show. And there must be hidden cameras everywhere and she's a highly paid actress. It is impossible for them to ever agree on what is better, crunchy or smooth peanut butter, brown or jasmine rice. But what they do agree on is that Steven's pulled pork is pretty impressive and that Stella, their beautiful Kelpie, is beautiful and runs the house and Brianna is her favourite person. In creating their relationship over the years, Brianna and Steven have built some wonderful memories and new and exciting chapters of their love story. But they are only part of the way there. There is so much more they will do as a married couple and they launch into their life. After their wedding, they have 2 honeymoons planned. The first one, a short one, to Penang, where Steven lived as a child. He will show Brianna his childhood home and they will sit around a pool drinking their weight in cocktails. Then later, a long European adventure trip of a lifetime. When they are finally back home, they'll continue to renovate the Stubbs' 1950 family home together, working hard to build their business when they can travel the world. But for now, my wish to them on their wedding day is that their life together is one of complete contentment, full of those moments that they wish will never end. I now invite one of Steven's high school friends, Andrew, to come up and read on behalf of Steven's father, John, who passed away in 2020.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew Buckus, and it's a great honour to stand here today as a friend of Steven's, whom I've known for 30 years, to deliver some brief remarks on 2 very important people who wouldn't be here today, Steven's parents, Nico and Mark. Steven and Brianna have asked me to make a short reading on their behalf to honour their special day, and I've chosen 2 short passages, one to represent each. Firstly, if Nico were here, I believe he would deliver some of his trademark wisdom about what marriage means as you grow old and what is key to a successful union, but delivered with a note of his classic wit and sarcasm. For Nico, I had chose a passage from one of his favourite authors, Roald Dahl, and his classic novel, The Twigs. This passage, I think, defines what it makes a union special and how kindness is key, not just to a marriage, but to all relationships. A person who has good thoughts can never be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth, a double chin, and stuck out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, They will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look quite lovely. Just a speaker's note, obviously everyone looks amazing up here. Definitely no issues with crooked teeth, and there's even one glorious mullet to speak of. For Ma, I think if she were here, she'd balance out the silliness of Nico's comments, as mothers tend to do, and offer something more sentimental, something that represents her warmth as a person and the broad smile I remember from Steven and I's childhood. She was a massive Joe Cocker fan. So I think this would be appropriate for the occasion. Who knows what tomorrow brings? In a world, few hearts survive. All I know is the way I feel. When it's real, I keep it alive. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lifts us up where we belong, where eagles cry and on mountain high. Love lifts us up where we belong, far from the world below, up where the clear winds blow. Thank you, Steven and Brianna, for the opportunity to speak here today. Good luck and congratulations.
All right, let's get these two hitched. Brianna and Steven, today is a celebration of the commitment you have made to each other. Through your friendship, you have built a solid foundation for infinite love. You have gathered the people that are nearest and dearest to you to say thank you for their love and support, and to witness the declaration of your love for each other. Brianna, I ask you before your family and friends, will you dedicate your life to Steven as his best friend? Will you bring happiness to him every day and provide the love and support throughout all the good and tough times that life may bring? Brianna, do you, without hesitation or reservation, take Steven, to be joined as husband and wife in marriage? Steven, I ask you before your family and friends, will you dedicate your life to Brianna as her best friend? Will you bring happiness to her every day and provide the love and support throughout all the good and tough times life may bring? Steven, do you, without hesitation or reservation, take Brianna to be joined as husband and wife in marriage? Brianna and Steven, the vows you're about to exchange are a representation of the love that you give to each other, the promises you will make to each other, as well as your family and friends. I now invite Brianna to read your vows to Steven.
Firstly, I apologise, I have a really dry mouth. My darling Steven, I've known for a long time that you were the one for me. However, you really locked it in, and it took me 2 weeks after we got engaged to realise that I had a timeline for moving in, and then proceeded to have a really panic attack about it because I was anxious about leaving. You looked at me with such genuine love and affection and told me simply that the house was ready when I was, no matter there was no rush. You've made me feel safe and like I'm able to be my full self from the moment we met, full tism and all. It is because of you that I truly found myself. You are the kindest, most patient, loving, generous, and clever man, and I am so proud to be able to call you my husband after today. You have proved to me over and over again that you are the one for me. I have never felt more loved, more safe, more heard, or more understood than when I'm with you. So with that said, I make these promises to you. I promise I will always gently bully you into being your better self, unless we're both being petty together. I promise to keep ruining your well thought out plans and surprises with my ever-present need to be fed that you still don't plan for. I promise to always be funnier than you, even though you refuse to admit it. To slow dance in the kitchen with you, with or without music, and to always be sufficiently annoying with my timing to show you my love and affection. I promise I'll continue to remind you what a good deal I got, despite you thinking the opposite, and to never again ask you to bring me food only for me to fall asleep and make you wait in the car half an hour for me. I promise I will never stop being grateful for getting you to fall in love with me, and that I will forever remain your sounding board, hype girl, and biggest champion. I will be in your corner through good times and bad, whether you're sick or healthy, grumpy, stressed, or excited, and always try to be my best self for you. I love you to the ends of the earth, and I can't wait to see what the universe has in store for our lives. You shithead.
Brianna Chloe Taylor. I've always been one of those jack of all trades and master of none, but maybe that's just because of the spicy brain. But in recent years, the only thing in my life that seems to come naturally and with ease is loving you. From an intentionless, humble meeting, we blossomed into the bestest of friendships, and stupid us for catching feelings along the way. I'll never forget the first day we met for the first time, purely because I was completely unaware that you would end up meaning so much to me. You are my human. It took a long time for me to find you, but I wouldn't be the person I am now that you love if it wasn't for the journey to this very day. You've guided me and supported me from the beginning and opened my eyes to many things about myself that I would have never discovered without you. You've taught me about patience and boundaries, where I probably struggled with them before, and helped me realize the importance of lifting each other's weaknesses with our own strengths. I think this is one of my favorite things about us. And I promise to embrace it every day, but please just try to pick up your bra from the couch at the end of the day. And your socks and your shoes and your bits of plastic and everything else. I'll always be your human and shoulder holder, and will always stand and fight for you. I vow to match your energy and be as much of a hype queen to you as you are to me. I will endeavour to navigate us through any storm that may arise with strength and dignity, as I know how terrible you are with directions, and I'm not just talking about in the car. I will do my best not to cover your mouth when you attempt to sing along to music, and I will always wear my loop earplugs at gigs for this very reason. I will abide by some outdated traditions, or whether you like it or not, and stand on the roadside with you at all times. I don't want to get splashed. And I'll embrace your many flaws as you do mine, as they are what make us the best of us. Finally, Ohana is literally tattooed on you, and you've taught me the significance of this since day one. As most people know, I have a very small amount of direct family, and I am so excited to make you part of mine and increase this line to 2. Brianna, there is something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is, even if we're apart, I'll always be with you.
Brianna and Steven will now exchange rings. The exchange of wedding rings on your wedding day is the end of one journey and the beginning of another. It signifies the love and commitment for each other that will last forever. Symbolised by a ring that has no beginning and no end, sealing the vows you have just made to each other. Andre, can I please have Brianna's ring? Steven, as you place the ring on Brianna, please repeat after me.
Brianna, this ring is a symbol of my love and commitment to you. Please wear it with faith and trust that I'll always love you.
Brianna, please take your ring for Steven.
As you place it on his finger, please repeat after me.
Steven, this ring is a symbol of love and commitment to you. Please wear it with faith and trust that I will always love you.
To make your relationship work, it will take love and commitment. Continue to spend time together, taking time to share your good and bad times with each other. And your love and marriage will grow stronger with time. It will take trust and dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together without knowing exactly what the future brings. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the closing of the formalities for today, we celebrate the declaration of love that has been made today by Brianna and Steven. You have shown today before your family and friends that you have found something many have not. You have found the love for each other that will last forever. I am privileged to announce that you are now joined in marriage, and it is time to share your first kiss as a married couple. I think they need to do that again. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the marriage law requires only 2 witnesses to sign the marriage certificates with the bride and groom. Stephen and Brianna have chosen one of Brianna's closest friends, Miranda, and a long-term family friend of the Nichols, Janine. So can I please invite you both to join us to sign the certificates? Please don't wander off. We are coming back to finish the ceremony, so just stand by.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get your bubbles ready. Just giving you the heads up. Have a little practice of it. Brianna and Steven, I wish you the absolute best for your marriage and that you not only enjoy your day today, but also remember the vows you have made to each other forever. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honour to present to you our married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Nichols. Please stand. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You can now follow our new bridal party. Don't forget there will be a group photo. Hopefully it's not raining.
So we have your names out there. Do you like it? Do you like Blueberry? Oh man.
I'm like, what's Brianna? What happened? Yeah.
Rosa. What up? I'm not even kidding. Very
I did keep forgetting about it, but I don't think I failed on it too many times.
Don't stress.
I think I was pretty good. Oh, it's sort of. Oh, it's the other way. I think it's up. I think you did it.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Sweet. Cheers.
I haven't worked out it right.
Me too.
Yeah, I met him at the house. At one point I was like shivering. I'm Tonight will be the first We'll get back with I noticed he had
Good. Good speech.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, really nice. Like, it's nerve-wracking. Oh, it's the most nerve-wracking one I've done. It's one of these things. That's an influence, but it's just fucking. Well, I mentioned this market. There's going to be a lot of change on. Oh, yeah. I still remember Steven's first day at school. Yeah, his mum was
And we were just at the
at
highway.
school assembly. Group photos happening.
All right. And then picked up my sister after about 3.5 weeks searching for a car for her. So we finally got a car. We wanted to tell her, soon I'm out of here. So that we drove from there up through
Did you understand it when you were these things? Oh, just like a memory, you never let me. Just have to soon. I'll save you a seat next to me. Always at the table, hope you're proud of what you see. Watching with the angels, you're good in my soul, your blood that I bleed. Wherever you are, wherever I'll be, I'll save you a seat. Feel you in the rain that falls, so I still get shivers. Running like a family car down off the day. Did you find mom up there? Tell me, are you with her? I wonder if the one who goes the ones to say, oh, just like a baby, you never let me. Just have to. I'll save you a seat next to me. Always at the table, hold your power. What you see, watching with the angels. You're burning in my soul, it's your blood that I bleed. Wherever you are, wherever I'll be, I'll save you a seat. Keep your room and not change. Driving along, but it's not the same. Nothing to go, but I'm there. You had to go, you couldn't stay. I'll save you a seat next to me. You always at the table, hold your love. What you see, watching with the angel. See now the little things how they get high in the fight. The second look, the summer move we left behind the ice. But I was always yours, you know. staring down the afterglow. All I have is skies to show for all of my love. For all the times I missed the ways that you were lost to me. It took a while when I hoped was when the truth became the enemy. But I was always yours, you know, staring down the afterglow. All I have is skies to show for all of my love. But you can't say that I can't be alone. 'Cause you want me, 'cause it takes me no more for all of my love.
He's doing it. Oh, gee. How's it going? Yeah, good. Are you there or not? Yeah. Okay. So therefore, we just have to travel with it. You see? But there's lots of things happening. Is there much going on? Or it's Is it? Yeah. It's a shame. What is it? Isn't it financially? Where's the new CEO?
I think it was Tracy. I got it back. Doors back.
Is she? Go to walk.
In temporary oven.
Really?
Yep.
Why? She's bringing all her friends back. Oh dear. There you go. That's interesting. Oh, well, so what's her plans? What's she planning to do?
Don't know, I don't listen.
Is it sort of big changes, do you think?
I think so, but it's
There's a lot of women in